Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline at Pixie Dust PhD. My partner and I are finishing up our one-night stay at the Waldorf Astoria, Orlando in a standard king room. If you'd like to take a look at this room, stay tuned. They call their standard kings deluxe kings, I believe, but basically this is the bottom tier king room. When we booked it, it was going for about $800 a night after taxes and fees and everything, or 80,000 points. We specifically used a free reward night, so we didn't end up paying the cash rate and the points aren't being deducted from our Hilton points account. We do receive one free reward night per year as part of our Hilton Honors American Express Aspire credit card. If you want to learn more about the credit card, the perks, the costs, all those things, and how we use it and how it works pretty well for Disney World, I made a previous video and I will link to that in the description below. We did not get a free upgrade for our Waldorf Astoria stay, so it is just the King Deluxe room. We are in room 1216 on the 12th floor. The Waldorf Astoria is this L shape and you can see our room is here. Additionally, the Waldorf Astoria is essentially attached to the Signia Bonnet Creek next door, and you can make use of most of their amenities. For example, I believe Waldorf Astoria guests are always allowed to use both the Waldorf pool and the Bonnet Creek pool. While we were here, unfortunately, the Waldorf pool was under construction, so we could only go use the Bonnet Creek pool, but you basically walk through the convention center part of the Waldorf, then the convention center part of the Bonnet Creek, a little bit of outside time, and you're at the pool. So here's your entryway. This is your front door to the room, pretty standard. It's heavy, we didn't have any issues with noise. This switch controls an overhead light. There. And then to the right you have two closets. This first one is empty and just totally for guest use. You've got the shelf here and hanging space. Very long. I love that the lights automatically come on, so when the door is closed, this button is pushed in, no lights. But then when the door is open, it releases. Now there's light in the closet. The second closet, same cool light feature, has more of your standard closet amenities. So you've got a luggage rack here, a bunch of hangers. It did have two robes. My partner didn't make use of theirs. I wore mine. It was delicious. It's sort of like towel lined, and then the outside is quite like smooth, almost suede-like, but not quite. Then an ironing board, an iron. Here's a shelf for storage, and you have an emergency flashlight, which I don't think I've encountered before in a hotel. And the inside of this door has your full-length mirror. Across from your two closet spaces is this door, which leads into your bathroom. There is another light, but both the light and the fan come on. It's quite loud, so just bear with me. As you first walk in, you've got your sink area in front of you. There's quite a lot of counter space. Huge for two people. I think for four it would be fine as well. And then you have this big mirror, two lights on either side. There is a makeup mirror and it has different settings, interestingly. So there's like evening light, home light, office light, and daytime. So essentially it's just a dimmer. The light on the mirror gets, more or less intense as you dial it up or down. And then you do have one free plug here if you need it. We were given body lotion and mouthwash as part of our amenities. This is a shower cap, and then in here you have Q-tips and cotton balls. Beneath the sink area is storage. We were given 5 full-size towels for 2 adults for a one-night stay, so plenty of towels. They also interestingly provide a scale for your use. Not something I want to use on vacation, but you'll have it if you want it. And these drawers actually are functional. So this one has the hair dryer. And this one's just empty for your use. To the right of the sink, you actually get a full-size bathtub. And I would argue it's probably oversized. I took a bath in here, it definitely felt bigger and deeper than your standard shower tub combo. It was really nice. And you also get 2 bars of soap. And above the bath is this big mirror. And then to the left, there's some hooks to hang towels, piece of art. Got your toilet, trash can, toilet paper closed off with the Waldorf Astoria sticker. And then your walk-in shower. The water pressure and temperature was really nice. No issues there at all. And in the shower, you got conditioner, shampoo, and shower gel. Funnily, some of the products were Salvatore Ferragamo, like the body lotion also is. And then other products are this brand Gilchrist and Soames. And then turning around from the shower, you also have hooks here next to the door. Here are your light switches. So we'll turn the second light on so you can see it brighter, but the fan is going to be quite loud. Tub, mirror, sink area, toilet area, and your walk-in shower. All right, so that's essentially your entryway. You've got the door behind me, the bathroom to your left, closets to your right. Then just a little further to your left is sort of your dry bar area. So you have your coffee here. It's an espresso machine. So if you are familiar and want to bring your own espresso pods, I'm sure that would work. And then cups and your ice bucket. We've got some wine from last night. And below this is just shelving. So storage if you want to use it. All right, transitioning into the main part of the room, we go from this tile to this plush carpet. On the left is your king bed. It obviously looks nicer than this when you check in. We slept in it last night. It was very comfortable. Love the pillows. The mattress was a nice combo between like firm but squishy. No complaints. On the left here is your AC/heat unit. Works very well. And you've got this piece of art on the wall. For this nightstand, you have this lamp, which again, it's a dimmer. So it's not on or off. You can choose the intensity of your light. And then this person gets the clock. The clock does have 2 USBs in it. And there's a note here saying, for your convenience, you'll find 2 USB ports on the side of the alarm clock and 1 additional electric outlet on the desk lamp. So there aren't really super convenient outlets right by the bed. This person has the USBs here, and there is 2 outlets on this wall. And then the side table has these drawers. They're deep and functional. This side table, very similar, same lamp. This person has a telephone. There really are no outlets for your use here. There are 2 back here, but they're being used for the lamp and the telephone. So I used a 10-foot iPhone cord from the clock, and it did reach over here. Or there is this outlet in this wall that you can plug in, and then again, if you have a long cord, it will reach. This corner of the room has this really comfy chair. The butt cushion is fantastic. And then a pretty floor lamp. And turning around across from the bed, you have your TV and wardrobe. And this side has a shelf. This is a functional drawer. And then the safe at the very bottom. And this side has your mini fridge. Pretty standard mini fridge. Ours did run very, very, very cold for what it's worth. All right, and to the left of your dresser slash TV area is the desk area. Trash can and recycling. There's this really nice desk chair. Pretty sure it's leather. Very comfy. And just a big desk space. Here's the desk lamp with the additional outlet that they wanted you to know about. We do have a thin drawer. And then above the desk is another mirror. And then finally we have the couch in your window area. It's a comfy couch. And we, again, have just a standard room, so no special view or anything. We're facing out to the front of the hotel, so that's the front fountain feature. You've got some flags. This is where you would drive up. There is a golf course. You can kind of peek it to the right. There are some rooms specifically with golf course views. And then out on the skyline, hotels, other large buildings. I do think the Cirque du Soleil building is this white one. We had a really comfortable stay here, and you can definitely tell some of the things are plussed up. Like the pillows are amazing. The towels are way more plush than standard hotel towels. So it's nice to get that level of luxury on a vacation. That being said, I can't imagine paying $800 for this room. Points maybe, especially if you do the situation where you stay for 5 nights in a row, because then you spend 4 nights worth of points, you get the 5th night free. So then, you know, the points you're spending compared to the cash rate, you're probably getting a pretty good deal, but the cash rate's pretty rough. If you are here for a conference or a wedding or some kind of event where they have a block of rooms and it's discounted, I would say splurge and stay here. But in general, I can't necessarily recommend anyone spend the cash rate to stay at the Waldorf. It's a wonderful hotel. Staff have been really nice. We went to the bar and we had dinner downstairs at Bull and Bear. Everyone's been great. I don't really have complaints. It's just $800 a night is a ton for a place to sleep. This is in the Disney Springs area, but I would say if you are going to pay to stay here, whether that's points or cash, I would suggest you really take advantage of your time here, not necessarily spend all day out at Disney Springs or the theme parks, etc. If you have any questions about our stay at the Waldorf Astoria Orlando, please leave those in the comments down below and I'll do best to get back to you with a helpful answer. And if you want to chat outside of YouTube, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PixieDustPhD. It was a really wonderful splurge to be able to stay here, and especially fun to use our free reward night here so we did not have to spend $800 or 80,000 points. I hope you enjoyed a peek at our room, and may the rest of your day be magical. We'll see you real soon at PixieDustPhD.